From being the youngest World Cup winner or having one of the highest World Cup knockout goals, when Kylian Mbappe gets going, he doesn't stop. So it begs the question, how good was Kylian Mbappe in his prime? We're about to find out, so don't go anywhere. I bet some of the things we'll mention here are oblivious to you. But first, did you know that during the World Cup finals, Kylian Mbappe is the second player ever to score as a teenager in football history? Yes, teenager! No one else has been able to do that, aside from the first man and the great football legend Pelé at the age of 17 years old in 1958, then followed by Kylian Mbappe, who scored against his opponent Croatia at the age of 19 years in a 4-2 victory. He was commended for his wonderful record by Pelé himself, who said, and I quote, "If Kylian keeps equaling my records like this, I may have to dust my boots off again." Which brings me to my next point about the left, right, and all-position player. Some of you might not know, but Kylian Mbappe holds the record for the most expensive player in the world. Not for his club or state alone, but the world! Can you imagine? With his unique skills display on the football field in several matches he has played, Mbappe's stats and popularity skyrocketed, which has made him one of the most expensive players in the world. Record has it that the amount that was paid for his transfer from Monaco to PSG cost around 180 million euros, which was second to his teammate Neymar's transfer fees of 222 million euros. He currently signed a new deal with PSG, where he got another 250 million euros and enough controlling power in the club. Yikes! With such an amount of money, I don't think I would ever work again. I'm just kidding. Don't get me wrong, but enough about me. Let's get back to the video. Kylian Mbappe was supposed to have played for Algeria or Cameroon in his prime. And why, you may ask? Well, his father is from Cameroon and his mom is from Algeria, so that would have made sense. However, Kylian grew up in France and seemed to have developed a genuine connection to the country, which he was also born in. Plus, most of his football success came from the France national football team and in the French league. So, we can say he wasn't wrong in sticking with his birthplace, because he is way more successful there than he could have been. But who knows? Did you also know that Kylian Mbappe passed Neymar and Raul for scoring UCL goals, doing it with less games, and has a 70 goals assists in the Champions League? It's crazy to say that Kylian Mbappe, for now, is better than the likes of Neymar, Suarez, Benzema, Lua, and Bale during their prime. This left wing, right wing, and strikers competition is none other than Haaland. Question of the video though, who do you think is better? Is it Haaland or is it Kylian Mbappe? Tell me what you think and why you feel it should be him in the comments section of this video. Now let's get back to it. Kylian Mbappe is such a good player that he's known as not only a left winger, but a right winger and even a striker, and he's a proactive player who can score in any position, which makes him a great footballer. Now I know that most footballers have just one position that they're great at. I mean the likes of Vinicius Jr., who is really great as a left winger, but for a player like Mbappe to be a great player at all positions, he is indeed the GOAT. Also, did you know that before Kylian Mbappe became a winner in the World Cup, a lot of big football clubs wanted to sign him? You probably didn't know that, right? For a young football player to be requested by several clubs, that should tell you how good of a player that Kylian Mbappe was in his prime. But we'll not only commend Mbappe for his athletic prowess, but would also commend his family. You see, Kylian Mbappe comes from a family of pretty talented athletic people. His father, Wilfried Bondy, was a football player who also played for AS Bondy, while his mother, Faiza Lamar, played handball in the Division I Handball League in the 90s. His younger brother, Ethan Mbappe, is currently playing for PSG's under-12s and has had a lot of positive things spoken about him by his coach in the academy. And that football family legacy hasn't finished. Jirez Kembo Ekoko, his adopted brother, is also a professional footballer. So, it's fair to say that sports run in the family's genes. Supporting Kylian's rise in his prime as a footballer was not a tough choice to make in the family. This is another valid reason why it's good to take on the legacy of the family. No stress or pressure from any angle, and something you're already familiar with won't be hard to perfect. But the passion also has to be there, so that's another kudos to Kylian. In 2012, when he was still a kid, Kylian Mbappe had the opportunity to sign with one of the most well-known clubs, being Chelsea. But the bosses of the club were kinda skeptical initially because he didn't impress them at that time. So, they gave him a second chance, and they even customized a Chelsea jersey for him. His mother, however, had refused that second trial and told them, and I quote, "Either they sign him now, or within 5 years they'll have to offer 50 million euros to tie him down." Well, I'm pretty sure his offer would have increased to more than 50 million euros now. Mbappe would forever be grateful to his mother because it was her belief in her son and her tough decision that had made him super successful in the football world. Another shocking fact about Kylian Mbappe is that he's very fast with the ball. Some might say he's faster than Usain Bolt, because in one game, he happened to have surpassed and beaten Usain's record by running a crazy 23.61 miles per hour, which is faster than Usain Bolt's world race record in 2009. However, that doesn't mean that Usain Bolt's not faster than him, but if Kylian Mbappe, without the ball on his feet, well, he might well outrun Usain Bolt in the end. Being so fast puts Mbappe at a higher tax position of players, but it also makes him one of the top best players and highly ranked. It was in the 2022 World Cup final between France and Argentina that showed the world what Mbappe is capable of. With just 10 minutes left for Argentina to seal the deal and get their trophy, Mbappe changed the course of the game. He was able to score 2 goals and carry the game to extra time, and then scoring another goal afterwards. The intense match went out to the penalty shootout, and although France would later lose the game, Mbappe still got the silver ball. But how many people get to compete against Messi? And to be fair, the France team were not all that great at that final. Well, that's all we have for you today. Is it safe to say that Mbappe hasn't even reached his prime yet? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And also, if you love this video of how good prime Kylian Mbappe was, well then you would love how Mbappe shocked the world 10 times. Just click on that video to watch. What are you waiting for? Go on and click it.